morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. As always, we're coming to you live from our Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. This morning too, we're ready to bring to you details of all the top stories from both here at home and around the world. Stay tuned with us. We have all the news in detail. As always, let's start off with news here at home. The Sri Lankan Navy has discovered a large stock of heroin, crystal methamphetamine or ice and hashish concealed in several bags drifting in the Southern Sea. According to Navy spokesperson Commander Buddhika Sampath, the discovery was made during an inspection of multiple floating bags identified in the area. Now, the stock of bags suspected to contain narcotics was brought to shore yesterday at the Tangol Fisheries Harbour for further examination. The Navy spokesperson further stated that a total of 51 bags believed to contain the drugs were recovered during the naval operation. The Navy commander also arrived at the Tangol harbour last night as the stock was brought in. Deputy Minister of Defence Aruna Jayasekara, who also visited the location, stated that the authorities are pursuing suspects believed to have abandoned their boats and fled at sea. He assured that they would be apprehended soon. The Navy spokesperson added that naval ships and craft continue to patrol and search the southern seas for any additional suspicious items or vessels linked to this smuggling operation. Now, Sri Lanka police say that from the 1st of January to the 13th of October 2025, a total of 1,863 kilograms of crystal methamphetamine or ice have been seized during operations carried out across the island. According to police media spokesperson ASP Frederick Wootler, police have also recovered 60 .56 assault rifles, 69 pistols, 50 revolvers and a total of 1,996 firearms during the same period. He further stated that between January and October this year, 1,268 kilograms and 987 grams of heroin were seized from 56,082 suspects. In addition, 1,863 kilograms and 103 grams of ice were recovered from 64,690 suspects. ASP Wootler added that 14,281 kilograms of cannabis and Kerala cannabis were seized from 57,005 suspects across the island. Now, he went on to note that 552 kilograms of hashish, 31 kilograms of cocaine and 350,000 narcotics pills and capsules were also taken into police custody during operations conducted so far this year. With that, let's move on to more local news. The main female suspect in the Gane Mulla Sanjeeva murder case, Ishara Sewandi, who was arrested in Nepal along with several others, will be brought back to the island today. According to police sources, the arrests were made in Nepal following a special joint operation carried out by the Sri Lanka police and the Nepalese security authorities. The operation was conducted under the supervision of Assistant Superintendent of Police Rohan Olugala and CID Inspector Gihan Chandima. On to your weather forecast for today. The Department of Meteorology says that due to the prevailing atmospheric disturbances, several areas of the island are likely to experience rainfall today as well. Its director Meryl Mendes stated that showers exceeding 100 millimeters could be expected in parts of the western, Sabaragamuwa and northwestern provinces as well as in the Gaul and Mathura districts. He urges the general public to take necessary precautions against strong winds and lightning that may occur during thunder showers. Meanwhile, the landslide early warning issued in several areas in 7 districts remains in effect. These include parts of Kandy, Kegaul, Badulla, Mathura, Monaragala, Nura Eliya and Ratnapura districts, while residents have been advised to remain vigilant in this regard. Now, the Darka town in Alutgama was submerged last night following heavy rainfall that lashed the areas within the past 24 hours. Reports indicate that the main road from Alutgama to the entrance of Balipanna have been completely flooded, disrupting vehicular movement. Residents say that although several drainage canals have been constructed to carry excess water into the Benthara River, the failure to properly maintain these drainage systems has led to the flooding. And in more local news, Sri Lanka police report that 2,039 fatal road accidents have occurred across the country so far this year. Assistant Superintendent of Police and Police Media spokesperson Frederick Wootler stated that 2,170 people have died as a result of these accidents. Now, our Newsfirst correspondent reports that a pedestrian was struck and killed by a vehicle in front of the Vallabhaya main bus station. The vehicle involved in the accident has not yet been identified. The deceased has been identified as a 62-year-old resident of the same area. Meanwhile, the October allowance for beneficiaries under the first phase of the Aswasuma Social Welfare Programme will be credited to their bank accounts today, according to the Welfare Benefits Board. The board stated that a total of 11.223 billion rupees has been transferred to the accounts of these beneficiaries. The payments cover 1,415,016 beneficiaries across the country. The Export Development Board of Sri Lanka, meanwhile, says that non-traditional exports have recorded a significant increase in the recent months. EDB Chairman Mangala Vijay Singh stated that during the past 8 months, non-traditional exports have grown by 8%. He added that these exports generate an average monthly income of 800 million rupees, contributing notably to the national economy. According to the EDB, 11.8 billion rupees in revenue has been earned from non-traditional exports during the first 8 months of this year. Chairman Vijay Singh further noted that a special exhibition titled Voyage 2025 is scheduled to be held in Colombo to promote Sri Lanka's export sector. Coming up next is international news for this morning. The Israeli Defense Forces, or IDF, has said Hamas has returned the bodies of 4 more deceased hostages. The Red Cross retrieved the remains in coffins and handed them over to the Israeli military late on Tuesday night. The transfer came after Israel warned it would restrict aid into Gaza until Hamas returned the bodies of all 28 deceased hostages. The Palestinian armed group handed back 20 living and 4 deceased hostages on Monday. The Red Cross said in a statement that the remains of 45 deceased Palestinians who had been held in Israel were returned to Gaza on Tuesday. US President Donald Trump's ceasefire plan, which both Israel and Hamas accepted, envisaged the handover of all 48 hostages would be completed by noon on Monday. While all living hostages were returned, pressure is growing on Hamas and the Israeli government over the remains of 20 hostages, which Hamas has not yet repatriated. Trump signed the declaration on Monday alongside the leaders of Egypt and Qatar, the main mediators, and Turkey, which played a significant role in the latter stages of indirect negotiations between Israel and Hamas. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and French President Emmanuel Macron were among more than 20 world leaders attending, including many from Muslim and Arab countries. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Hamas did not take part. With that, let's move on to sports news for this morning. And in sports, it's cricket. The England and Pakistan women's teams will face each other today in the 16th match of the 2025 ICC Women's Cricket World Cup. England, having won all 3 of their matches so far, will enter today's game undefeated, while Pakistan, who have lost all 3 of their matches, are under pressure to secure a win to stay in the tournament. According to the latest points table, England is placed second, while Pakistan remains at the bottom. So far, the 2 teams have played 15 one-day internationals against each other. England has won 13 matches, while 2 ended without a result, meaning Pakistan has never beaten England in a women's ODI. Today's match is scheduled to begin at 3 p.m. at the R. Premadasa International Cricket Stadium in Colombo. Cricket fans will have the opportunity to watch all matches of the tournament being held in Sri Lanka free of charge. The MTV-MBC Media Network holds the official local broadcasting rights for the tournament. All matches can be watched live on TV1 and online via www.sirasatv.lk. Well, that's a wrap of this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. Thank you for joining us today. Do join us tomorrow as well for more of the very latest from here at home and around the world. Take care. Have a wonderful day ahead.